Welcome to a detailed journey back to 1986, as we examine one of Australia's best-selling cars of that iconic era, the Ford Laser GL 5-door hatchback, a vehicle that perfectly captured the practical yet ambitious spirit of the time. Starting with its timeless profile, here observe the clean, no-nonsense silhouette, a masterclass in straightforward hatchback design that prioritized space and efficiency without a hint of superfluous styling, leading our eye to the dynamic front three-quarter view, where its personality truly emerges with that purposeful, wide stance and the distinctive, almost serious face defined by its signature quad-rectangular headlights, a design motif that became its calling card. And from this angle, you can appreciate the subtle wedge shape that promised forward momentum even at a standstill on this pristine studio floor. Moving around to the rear three-quarter perspective, the practical 5-door layout is fully appreciated, with its large glass hatch and those elegantly simple wraparound tail lights that cleanly integrate into the rear fenders, showcasing a thoughtful design where every line had a function. A theme continued in the direct, head-on view, that presence of face of symmetrical, confident simplicity, the grayed-out grille flanked by those clear lens headlamps, all centered by the classic blue Ford oval, a badge that promised reliability to thousands of new Australian drivers in the mid-80s, and at the rear, the view is just as honest, a broad, flat tailgate adorned with simple badging and those large, functional light clusters designed for maximum visibility. Now, let's step inside this time capsule, starting with the driver's domain. The dashboard is a period-perfect symphony of gray plastics and soft curves, dominated by clear, analog gauges housed in a binnacle directly ahead of the iconic three-spoke steering wheel, your main point of contact with a simple, tactile gear lever rising from the center console that housed the period-correct AM/FM radio cassette player, the heart of in-car entertainment for a generation. From the back seat, the full front cabin reveals a surprisingly airy and uncluttered environment, with those well-bolstered sports seats upholstered in hard-wearing dark charcoal cloth that has stood the test of time remarkably well, while the view into the rear passenger cabin through the open door confirms this was a true family car, with ample room for kids and adults alike on the supportive bench seat, a testament to its space-efficient packaging. Practicality was king, and nothing proves that better than the cavernous cargo space revealed when we pop open the rear hatch, showing a flat loading area that could swallow groceries, luggage, or sports gear with ease, a key reason for its sales success. But the Laser wasn't just about space, it was also about simple, reliable engineering, as seen under the bonnet where the trustful 1.6-liter carbureted engine sits in orderly fashion, a straightforward power plant that was easy to service and famously frugal, connected to the road through those classic 80s-style alloy wheels, which we see in close-up. Their design is functional yet stylish, wrapped in period-appropriate rubber that provided a direct connection to the bitumen. To truly understand its engineering, we elevate the Laser on a modern hoist, revealing the underbody, a landscape of straightforward 1980s mechanicals, the flat, painted floor pan, the single exhaust system tracing its path rearward, the independent McPherson strut front suspension, and the cleverly packaged rear torsion beam axle, all showing clean, honest design built for durability rather than complexity, a philosophy further emphasized in the intricate close-up of the front suspension assembly, where the strut, control arm, and steering linkage work in simple harmony, and equally in the view of the rear axle, where the shock absorbers and brake drums are mounted with pragmatic efficiency. Returning the Laser to the ground, we admire the iconic details up close, the complex reflector pattern within those rectangular headlights, the detailed lensing of the rear tail lights, and the proud, simple Ford badge set into the grille. Finally, we see the car as a new buyer would have in 1986, with the driver's door swung wide open, inviting you into an experience that defined an era of motoring, a perspective that emphasizes its user-friendly design, culminating in our hero shot the Ford Laser GL in brilliant diamond white, isolated and perfect against an endless white backdrop, a clean, honest design that earned its place as the third best-selling car in Australia for 1986, not through flashy gimmicks, but through this very recipe of spacious practicality, straightforward engineering, and timeless, honest style that still resonates today, a true icon of its time from every angle, inside and out, top to bottom.